Are you cussing in my court, Mr. Martin, during somebody else's court hearing? I know I'm
But
not hearing that.
I'm afraid for my life and my baby. I'm afraid he's gonna take my baby away from me.
I believe this is a partially agreed order. The state is requesting that the court take note that both parties did appear before the court today.
So noted.
Your Honor, it appears that the parties agree that the child is currently receiving insurance through the state medical. The parties agree that the non-custodial parent has no additional children outside of this case. The non-custodial parent is currently employed with a gross income at or about $4,000 per month. There's no request for retroactive support. Court costs to be billed to the non-custodial parent. Medical support in the amount of $150. And again, that's for state medical. And I believe that is the extent of the agreement. All other issues are contested. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother here in this matter. Ms. Masai, can I get you to state your name for the record?
My name is Massa Khan.
And Ms. Massa, did you hear what I previously read into the record as it relates to this case?
Yes.
And are you in agreement with those terms that were previously read into the record?
No.
And of the thing that I just read, ma'am, what do you not agree to?
But the visitation.
Ms. Massa, did you hear me read anything relating to visitation?
Oh, no. Sorry.
So again, of those things that I read into the record, ma'am, do you agree to those terms only?
Yes.
All right, and as it relates to the contested issues, has there been any issues relating to family violence between you and the other party to this case?
Yes.
And has there been any issues within the last 2 years, ma'am?
Yes.
And what exactly happened and when, ma'am?
When I was pregnant, we have a little bit of argument, and he got mad. He pushed me on the bed, and he was trying to close the door, and my finger was there. He hit my hand with the door, and then he closed my hand with the door, and then when I was trying to call like my sister to help me, he took my phone and smashed the phone on the ground, and then he pushed me on the couch and told me he locked the door on me, and he ran outside and told me, you trying to get me in trouble. And then he told me, you know what? I'm gonna make sure and destroy the baby in your stomach. And he said a whole bunch of stuff when I was pregnant.
And when was this, ma'am?
It was 2023 around Christmas time, December time. That was when.
And was that the only incident?
It was mental. They just say some stuff to me like when I was pregnant and throughout. It was emotional and mental stuff he like said to me and mentally abused.
And did you contact the police in reference to any of these prior incidents?
And the way it happened, mom came over at my sister place and she talked to my dad and my mom, and she begged me. He was there. They begged, and she said I shouldn't call police, the cab and stuff. She don't want to get in trouble. So I let it go. And the other trade he just made to me recently was when the citation went to his house, and he called me and told me, "Oh, can you take me off child support?" And then I said, "Well, they already have it." He said, we can talk as a grown person. I said, "Well, they already have it." And then he threatened me. He said, "If we go through child support, I will make sure it's not going to be good between us." And I even have a text of he texting me and then telling me, "So I have proof of everything I ever did." And that's why I've been also threatening because both of us are from different country. He always threatening that I'm going to take my. That's the main reason I filed for child support because I didn't know to make an order. He also threatened that he was going to take my baby away from me to Africa because he planning to go stay back home. And I'm afraid that he's gonna do it because we was dating back then, like 20. It been a long time, maybe like 2019, 2018. We got into an accident where I was in the car. He came to beg me, and when we're in the car, I'm like, no, I don't want us being together. So he got out of the car and grabbed me and broke my nails on the finger. And I was at the club with a friend. He went there and he was trying to talk to me. I wasn't trying to talk to him. He got into an altercation with my friend. It was a whole stuff. So I'm afraid for my life. I thought he was a changed person. I'm afraid for my life. He's gonna take my baby. I'm afraid he's gonna do something to hurt me. Cause
All right. Thank you, ma'am. And you're requesting that that your information, such as your address and telephone number, be withheld from the record. Is that correct?
yes,
And you, as you previously stated, are currently in fear of your safety and the child's safety. Is that correct?
yes, I'm afraid he has a history of domestic violence he, back then. Cause I don't know if it's sure he changed his name now, but he went by Hassan Jalo. He has a history. He has a really bad. I'm afraid for my life and my baby. I'm afraid he's gonna take my baby away from me.
All right, thank you, ma'am. As it relates to conservatorship, are you requesting to be named as the sole managing conservator for the child here in this matter?
Yes,
And do you believe that naming you and the father as joint managing conservators would not be in the child's best interest?
yes.
All right. As it relates to visitation, has the father had any visitation with the child here recently?
No, it's been a long time. He hasn't visited the child yet.
And how old is the child, ma'am?
He just turned 1 year, so July 7th, July 3rd.
All right. And as it relates to visitation, are you requesting that the father only has supervised visits with the child?
Yes,
And who are you requesting does the supervision?
I request my sister and my dad, but then when the lady I just talked to, she said it have to be somebody who's flexible because my sister do work weekends sometimes. And I give my dad name and then my dad address.
All right. Is there anybody on the father's side that could do the supervision?
To be honest, I want to say his mom, but the interaction I got between him and his mom, I'm afraid because his mom is his mom is afraid of him too. I'm afraid. I can say his mom, but I'm afraid if he's gonna take my child away from me. I want somebody I can trust.
And are you requesting that your supervision take place on Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. until the child is 2 years old?
Yes,
Then after that, would you be requesting that the father?
I don't know yet.
Right. And as it relates to the exchange, are you requesting that the exchange take place at the McDonald's located at 105 Spur 350 in Euless, Texas?
Yes, that's where my dad lives.
All right. And as it relates to child support, the state is requesting that child support be set based off of the father's income at $647 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
I'll agree to it. I don't care. My main concern right now is I know what he tried to do is my child being protected and my child not being taken away from me.
Thank you, ma'am. Do you have any additional information that you'd like to offer to the court that you have not previously addressed?
Uh, I don't know, I have text between us of him threatening me that I won't go to court. I have threat of him saying some things to me, but I don't care about that. I just care about my child being protected and not taken away from me.
Thank you, ma'am. No further questions from this party owner. At this time, your honor, the state would like to call the father here in this matter.
I can
Sir,
show
can I get you to
I
state your
can
name
show
for the record?
Yes,
Mr.
Your Honor, I'm
Hassan,
here.
Mr. Hassan, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Yes, I'm here.
Massa Khan.
Hello.
All right.
Say your
So
name, sir.
again,
Yes, I'm
state your
here.
name.
Hassan Jalo?
All right, thank you, sir. And you are the father of the child hearing this matter, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Hassan, did you hear what I previously read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Yes.
And sir, only as it relates to those issues, are you still in agreement to those terms only?
The only concern I have is I don't want her father have to
Answer
be
the
there.
question, please, sir.
If
We're just talking about the agreed portions you read at the beginning. Are you in
yes,
agreement to those?
yes,
All right, thank you, sir. As it relates to the contested issues, has there been any issues relating to family violence between you and the other parties to this case?
no,
All right, did you hear the previous testimony that was provided by the mother relating to an incident that occurred within the last 2 years?
yes, I have heard it.
And sir, did that take place?
The way she said it, that's not how it would take place.
All right, sir, did you cause any physical injury to the mother?
No, sir.
Did you threaten to cause injury to the mother?
No, sir.
So what exactly happened, sir?
Well, she was pregnant at the time, and she was, I guess, her hormone was kicking in. She was getting mad at me and acting up in the house, and I was trying to leave the house before anything happened. And she was threatening. She was threatening to lock the door. She was trying to keep me in the house. So I have to get her out the way so I can leave the house. That way, nothing happens. So she was trying to keep me in the house to like just cause commotion and cause problems. And I was trying to avoid it by leaving the house. That's what happened, sir.
Thank you, sir. As it relates to the her address and telephone information, she's requesting that that information be withheld from the record. Are you in agreement to that request, sir?
Uh, yes, sir. But I do need her number to be able to contact her for the child.
All right, and sir, did you previously threaten to take the child away from the mother and take the child to the Ivory Coast?
No, sir.
And did you threaten the mother after after you received the pleadings relating to this matter?
No, sir.
As it relates to conservatorship, the mother is requesting that she be named as the sole managing conservator. Are you in agreement to that request, sir?
Uh, may I understand what that means?
The mother's requesting that she primarily make the decision for the child here in this matter. Do you agree to that, or are you requesting that you and her work together to make decisions that are in the child's best interest?
For me and her to make decision in the child best interest.
And in the past, sir, have you been able to do that with the mother?
Yes, I try to.
The question was, sir, have you two been able to do that together?
Yeah, certain things.
All right. And what was the last decision that you two made together that related to the child?
That the child will be with her, and she will be able to drop it off to her sister house
And when was
for
the last
like
time you had any? Thank you, sir. And when was the last time you had any visitation with the child?
that was in March of 2024, mid 2025.
And was it an overnight visit, sir?
No, it was the day.
And the mother's requesting that you have supervised visits to be conducted by her sister or her father to take place on Saturdays from 5 to 7 until the child turns 2 years old. Are you in agreement to that?
I don't agree to that. She can find somebody else.
And sir, if the court was to order supervised visits, who would you request does the supervision?
My mother or my sister.
And do you agree to this change location to take place at the McDonald's located at 105 Spur 350 in Euless, Texas?
No,
Where are you requesting that this change take place at, sir?
it should take place at my mother address as 10075 Royal Lane, apartment 1048, Dallas, Texas 75243.
And as it relates to the child support, sir, the state is requesting that child support be set based off of your income at $647 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
No, because I give her money every other week for the child. I take care of the child, and I have receipts on it.
And sir, do you understand that the child support would be the only thing that you would be ordered to provide her relating to the support of the child if it was to be ordered today, so you can stop paying anything directly to the mother?
Yes.
All right. And just confirm, even with that being said, sir, you still will request that the child support not be set at $647?
Yes.
Do you have any additional information that you would like to offer to the court at this time?
I would like the child support be set at 550.
Nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
All right, the parts y'all agreed to at the beginning are fine, which aren't too much. There isn't any balance owed for the past, is the main thing that from the agreements y'all made. For the future, y'all are doing government medical with Mr. Jalo to pay $150 a month for medical support. Making a finding there has been family violence within the last 2 years. Appointing Ms. Kane as the sole managing conservator to decide primary residence of the child. She'll have primary custody. I'm granting Ms. Kane's request for non-disclosure. We're doing supervised visits from the first and third Saturdays from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. by Mr. Jalo's mother until the child is 2 years old. After the child is 2 years old, then it'll be standard visitation, which will be from Friday until Sunday. Both of y'all are parents of this child, and you have to be able to share this child with each other. That's the way it works normally. You may not like that, but that's the way it is. Y'all both chose each other to be parents of this child, and so this child needs both of you to be parents. We're gonna do the exchange location at the McDonald's in Euless, not at your mother's address, Mr. Jalo. It's not. We're trying to pick a neutral place. Going to your residence or your mom's residence is not a neutral location. So you're gonna meet her at the McDonald's in Euless. The address will be in the court order. You're not ordered. You're going to be ordered to pay child support through the court system, not directly to the mother. So child support is going to be $647 per month, and that'll be beginning August 1st. So you'll have all of August to make the payment. And so for July, it's up to you what you want to do. But then in August, you have to make payments through the child support office. Court calls bill to Mr. Jalo. Mr. Tatum, yes, sir.
Yes, Sean, just for clarity, as it relates to the visitation, can I get the time it was to
Yes,
take
sir.
place?
It's 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on the first and third Saturdays. So you need to look at a calendar. I think this weekend is the second weekend of the month. So it won't be this Saturday, it'll be the following Saturday. And then y'all are going to meet at the McDonald's of Euless for the pickup and drop offs. Mr. Jolly, you'll be going there. Ms. Kana will be there with the child. And then you just take the child and then you come back. You cannot keep the child after your visitation ends. So you not make sure you return the child at the end of the visitation. All right, the Attorney General's office will draft an order based on that and email you both a copy. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Your Honor, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor.
Yes, so the payments you said will be paid through the child support. What would that be? Is it online?
You're going to get in the order. It's going to all say it in the court order.
Okay. That'll be it.
Your
Thank you.
Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I have approved a tax between all of what he did. My child, I beg you. My child is a baby. He cannot be with him that long.
That's
He
not your
has
choice. That's not your choice, ma'am. He's the father. He gets the visit. Okay. All right, ma'am. You're done with court. You have to follow the order. You chose him to be father. He's going to be father, even though y'all may have some issues between yourselves. And we're doing the supervised visits through his mother, and he has to be able to visit with his child wants to visit him too. So even though you may not like it and you have some fear about that, he has a right to visit. And so you need to make sure you follow that order. All right, ma'am. You're done with court. You can press leave to exit out. Thank you.
I,
All right, let's try again. Jamal Martin and Rayshonda Holly. Please unmute and turn your cameras.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
correct.
All right. All right. So, Mr. Tatum, I think you said maybe this was a DNA test order.
Yes, Your Honor, the state is requesting that the court take note that both parties did appear before the court today.
So noted.
And it appears that the non-custodial parent, Your Honor, is requesting DNA testing. The state is requesting that if the DNA test is to be ordered, that we be reset to an in-person court date of September the 2nd, 2025.
Okay. All right, Mr. Martin, you want DNA testing before we proceed, correct?
Say that again. I can't hear you.
You want DNA testing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna grant your request. The Attorney General's office is gonna give you information about where you're both supposed to go for testing. You
Mm-hmm.
may not be going at the same time or place. Your next court date will be in person. I've had problems with both of you with your connections today. Miss Holly answering for somebody else when she wasn't called. Mr. Martin being disconnected repeatedly over and over again. I never had so many problems with two people before.
I can't control the
So
connection, sir.
so y'all are
I'm
going to be
sorry.
in person next time, and then I won't have to deal with that. So y'all going to come back to court in person September 2nd. You'll get the court date. They're going to send out a hearing letter to tell you where to go. It's a Dallas County Courthouse. And that way we can at least eliminate the connection issues. The Attorney General's office is going to send you appointment schedules for the DNA testing. Go when you're scheduled. They should be sending that to you by letter or email in the next couple of days. And then if you don't hear from them at all about where you're supposed to go for testing, then give them a call after 2 weeks if you don't hear anything at all. But otherwise, go do your testing and then be ready to finish your case on September 2nd. Be prepared. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
The camera on.
All right, there you are. You may sound like you're still having some connection issues. So if you get disconnected, you need to write down the phone number I told you about at 9 o'clock this morning and call in. But this hearing shouldn't
No,
take
no,
too long.
no, no. Hold
Okay. I can't understand you, sir.
on. Get to another connection real fast.
All right, I'm gonna move to another case then. Call into the phone number that
Oh,
I told y'all about this morning,
bruh.
so that way we can get better
Sir,
connection.
can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Call in, and then we'll
Can
come
you
back to
hear
you
me,
later
sir?
on. Okay, we'll come back to you, Miss Holly, in just a minute.
We're ready on number 14 next, Your Honor.
Okay.
Did you say number 14?
I have not called anybody's name, so I don't know why somebody's unmuted.
Bullshit, bro. He talking about calling the number he gave
Are you cussing in
me.
my court, Mr. Martin, during somebody else's court hearing? I know I'm not hearing that. Use the
Yes,
phone
sir.
number to call in.
Yes, sir.
Hold
Number
on.
14.
I haven't called anybody's name. I don't know why people are not listening to directions today. You get here late, you don't hear my directions. That's why you're having problems. I told y'all in the morning, I'm going to call your name out when I'm ready to hear your case. Don't just unmute whenever you want to unmute. That doesn't work like that. We have other people in this courtroom.